Doug.
Hi.
All right, so I've got two Tychotus teeth here, shell crusher sharks, and they're right in here. Let's see if there it is. Just kind of sitting there butt up. There's the first one. Not gonna focus, there we go. Pretty little shell crusher shark. And the second one is right there. There it is. Little pair. Let's see what else we can find. All right, little bug found. Let's see. Look at that. Squally corax, two crow sharks. Oh, Skepanorhynchus raphidian, goblin shark. Let's pull him up. He's a little bitty guy. Can't decide. Oh, there you go, little Encotus. Just. There's a Skepanorhynchus blade. And there's about 5 goblin shark teeth here. 1, 2, 3. Little piece of one here, 4. There's another one next to the first one. Yeah, it gives you 2 there. Bunch of broken blade bits. Keep going. And it's broken. Doggone. Little Cretalamna. Alright, we got another one here. That's a pretty good one. Too bad the root's missing on him though. How about some focus? What do y'all think? Yep, as he rolls down the hill. Looks like Cretotus. Pretty messed up. Actually, he's pathological. Tipped off to the side, smaller roots. Huh. Cool. Come on. There we go. We got a Skepanorhynchus upper. Nice little guy there. And right next to it, world's smallest Tychotus. And right next to that, Tychotus, broken right clean in half. It's a whipply eye. Put those up in a bag. Got a little root of something. A little fishbone or root. I thought I saw another. There's a snail. Not great on the snail. Then got some pieces of fish jaw. Ah, there you go. Nathan's gonna love that. Belanostomus. It's a houndfish jaw, and I've been missing a piece from one of these guys. I hope that's it. Another fish jaw right here. Yep, same thing, Belanostomus. Sweet. That's not real common. Cool. There's that little Tychotus. Little whipply eye. Another one butt up. There he is. That's not bad for 3 feet around. Okay, we've got a little guy right here. Almost looks like a Leptostyrax. Maybe Paracerus kind of tooth, but it's not. I don't really know this guy. It's not the right formation for leptos. Little tiny whipley eye right next to it. Super, super tiny. It may be hard to tell from the video, but right here we go from kind of a brown, light brown, and then all of a sudden we hit a red spot right here. And it's in this red spot. That's what kind of tells me to call these the fish beds. You get these rocks like this, and inside that rock, I know the video is not going to focus on it there. You'll see all kinds of little pieces of bone and teeth. So if you keep looking through that, most of the stuff is broken. But if you keep looking through that material, on occasion you'll find one that's kind of cool. It's still usually broken, but like this guy right here. Let's see. So he's still in that same kind of matrix. And you can tell the tip's broken off, usually because they're kind of fragile, and that big rock that he was stuck inside of was not fragile. So the weakest part breaks off, and that's what you get. But that's a little Scipanorhynchus. So again, another upper tooth on that one, a goblin shark upper tooth. But either way, they're all over out here. You just gotta kind of find the right spot. And of course, if you want littler teeth, that conglomerate layer is the place to look, because there's a lot of little tiny teeth sticking out of it. And then when the weather weathers it out, you'll find them just kind of sitting in here. So like here's another little nodule. It's got a bunch of little teeth and all in there. And here's a little broken tooth. So they're in here. Now we just look above and below that layer to try to find the Tychodus and the larger bladed shark's teeth. Even though they're in that conglomerate rock, it's a lot more likely for them to be above and below for some reason than in the conglomerate, especially if they're going to be in any kind of good condition. So that's it. Alright, Carrie's here over on the other side. If you'll notice, I'm not giving you any background shots. The reason I do that, when you find a really good site, people can tend to triangulate where your location is based on the stuff in the background. So thanks Google Earth for that one, I guess. She said she got a little shark tooth up here. And she does, holy cow. Fantastic shark tooth.
It literally was
Look
resting
at
on the
that
surface
thing.
like that.
Awesome. That's a Cretotus. That's kind of what we're here for. It's not as big as they get, but jeez, that's a nice one. That's every bit of 1.25 inches, so that's probably a 12-foot shark. Maybe a 15-foot shark as far as it's tilted off to the side. It may be one of the lateral teeth in there. That is a beautiful tooth. Nice job, bug.
Thanks.
Cool. Yeah, again, fossil hunting is treasure hunting, and I'm more than happy to educate and share about the fossils, but I am not very happy about educating and sharing my sites full of really cool teeth. Maybe that's selfish. Alright, this is my favorite kind of thing, when all the fossils are in one spot for you. Check it out. We got a Scipanorhynchus blade, goblin shark blade. We got a really nice shark or fish vertebrae. A really cool squally corax, probably falcatus, real nice one there. And then right down from it, we got a Tychodus whipley eye. And the whipley eye looks like it's going to be it's a lot better than I thought it was. There you go. Big old shell crusher shark too. So that's a monster. Cool, yeah, all in one little spot, like it's no big deal. I'll bet there's some more right here too. Alright, so you got another one. There is whipley eye there. Sweet. Shell crusher. She said there's one here, not sure what condition it's in yet. It's underneath a little rock. Cool. Looks like a whipley eye. Oh, nice. Good size whipley eye. Cool. All right. Oh, look at that. Hold on, babe, hold on. There we go. Check it out. Just the butt sticking up right there. Right like that. That's Tychodus whipley eye. Shmoop. That's a pretty tooth. A big one. Little lightning on the top, makes some pretty writing. That lightning, this part right here, this white stuff, is an oxidation that happens, at least I think, whenever it gets exposed to the atmosphere after being under the clay for that long. Maybe it's ultraviolet light, I don't really know, but I generally only see it on teeth that are exposed at the top, not the ones that are deep inside the matrix, so it makes me think that it happens afterwards. I'm sure some paleontologists come along and straighten me out on that one. Alright, she's got another one. Not that I'm surprised. Oh man, look at that right on top. Like a little mushroom. Pedestal up there in the top. Doody doo. Little bitty dude. Well, little. That's a huge little, what, 10, 12 foot shark.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty, and then that right there.
Oh, and a little blade right there too. Cool. I just hunted that spot. Of course I did. Alright, Carrie's got another one. It's right out in the wide open though in the gray crap. This is filled dirt and all, and yet it's still sticking out of there. Tychotus whipplei. Shell crusher. It'd be different if it was like T-Rex crusher or something like that. Shell crusher doesn't quite have the ring to it. There may be somewhere up here. Here's a root to a Cretotus.
I just started looking and saw that right away.
May have to look closer. Alright, good deal. I'm going to admit this is starting to get old. Carrie calls me over, hey, I got another tooth. Not that it's a big surprise, but and she points at it. Point again. Great. Man, that's a very, very oxidized lightning tooth.